Grateful because you have brought us here. Lord, we ask, oh God, that this moment we ask that you will speak to us, help us, open our understanding, we receive wisdom. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Amen. All right, we need to run with time. I want to welcome every one of us, especially. Thank you for coming. I appreciate your time so much today. This inaugural section. And we have some few things to cover. I believe we will be able to get to the root of it. Today we are going to be checking some things out, but before we go into the details of the training for today, I want us to have a report of where we are on our investment. But before I call on Mr. Benga, I want to let us know the purpose for which we are doing this. The purpose for which we are doing this is to empower ourselves for wealth, is to be able to discover and maximize opportunities that are around us. So we are doing this because we need to start something on the side way. You may be having your full-time job or doing some things, but what other things can we do to generate, most importantly, residual income? Part of what I want to focus more on is what can be making money for you even when you are sleeping. And that is really the place for wealth creation. However, it is important that we all know that it is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not that you just wake up overnight and you become a millionaire. Everything is a process. So this is important because if you will succeed financially, you have to understand how finances work. And money that is built is what lasts long. Money that is built, wealth that you build, is what lasts long. Today, we are going to be looking at opportunities we can maximize, and we are also going to be doing a training on affiliate marketing. Before we go in there, I'm going to call on Mr. Benga to give us a brief on how far we are. Remember that we have everyone to register with $100. How many of us have registered with $100? Let's see. Let's see. If you have registered with $100, let me see. You have registered with $100. Okay. All right. So we should be fine. That means it is those of us that registered that are serious about it. Okay. So all right. Let's have a little brief of how far we are in relation to our investment. So Mr. Benga is going to tell us what we did with the few resources we were able to gather together and how far we are on it. Let's welcome Mr. Benga.
Good evening. Yeah, when we calling for registration, the money was really meant for investment so that we have something going by the way. And as of today, about 11 people paid the $100. So what we invested that with, it's not showing this one.
I need to remove the slideshow.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't show slide there. You can. Let's get the slideshow out.
So the 11 people that came, the money was coming in not at a time. So by the time we were able to get the first payment, was about 700, but we had some money, knowing fully well that somebody would come up with more money. So we were able to invest 810 euro now. So the second day, somebody gave me money, I added another 90 euro. So the following Friday of that, when we invested this month, $900, we got €28.59 profit the next Friday. So this 90 gave €3.61. If we had that, we made like 32 euro in 5 days, or 900 euro. Then the following Friday, they pay this money every Friday. The following Friday, on this 810, they pay 25 euro again. On this 90, they pay 243 euro. So they pay every Friday. So the 1,000, the 11 people that paid, with on the last week when the money accumulated, we have another 90 euro. We reinvested it again, and now we are looking at about 31 euro every Friday that comes in. 91, 31. If you look at 31 times 4, we should be expecting more than that. But for now, 31 every Friday, that's like 120 in a month. For now, on 900 euro. We are praying or hoping that others will come up with the money. Our target was to be making like 120 euro every Friday. So I didn't mean everybody pay that time. We should be looking at next by first week of November. As pastors said, we return 50% of everybody that paid. Because by then we'll have gotten money that will continue the business. So if we look at that 34 months, we pray everybody, just our profit will be working for us. Someone said, if your money cannot work for you, you will be working for people that has money. I saw somebody brought a picture of a Lamborghini to his office, and somebody was admiring it and said, oh, I love your car, sir. He said, well, just keep working hard for me. Next year, I can buy another one. Because we are good at working for people until we start letting our money work for us. Now, there's no way we put this money in the bank and this will give us this. There's no way we have put $900 and we have $31 on Friday. Like I've been praying that let every Fridays be like every two or three days. Because of my own business, because I have mine separately, I was always looking for every Friday to come in. Because that I always smile. By Thursday, I'm smiling. By 11, somebody there knows what I'm talking about. So every Friday between 11 and 1, I know something is coming in. So to others that have not put in money, and why we want to spread this is so that we can make it faster, grow the money faster. We have $400-500 every month. That's good money. On 2,000, our target was to put in 2,430 in this. If we put 2,430, we'll be looking at about $450-500 every month, and that's something for us. And this is just for the academy now. As many that are interested, you want your own, you can start with as little as 90 euro. You can come, we put you under the business group, and we still make money with that. Now, this is good. This is great. We have some people. I sent you a lady in Nigeria. She made 94 million naira doing this. Not her money, but by telling people about it. 94 million naira, she got the money. And 94 million naira is not small money. It's a lot of money. Somebody came, I don't know how many of us were here when we did that. There was this lady that could not speak English very well. Fair. She just collected 150,000 euro. Because some of us we are there investing, making money. The more we are making money, she is making more money. She just collected 150,000 euro. She borrowed 90 euro to start this. So, but since many of us, if we can, that's why we want to move this faster. If we can do this to 2004, please, the earlier the better for us. We want to make sure we have 100 euro or 120 euro every Friday. So this is just to tell us that your money is, we are keeping it and it's increasing for us. Okay, thank you.
All right, let's make it big for Mr. Benga. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you, sir. Now, based on what Mr. Benga has shared with us, it's important that we all know that investment is the key to lasting wealth. Like all of us, we are sleeping and this money is making money for us. If we have put more than this, now this is the key. It's generating it based on percentage. Between 4 to 6% every week is what the money is paying back. But because we couldn't meet up with the amount I had desired that we will be able to put in, if the 20, how many people put down their name? We have 20 something people. Yeah, Mr. Ney, you can see that. I think we should be fine with, so once it's projected, so that you also can write some things. Yeah, once it's projected like that, it should be fine. So, the 20-something people, if all of them put the $100 in, we will have been able to gather about 2,000 something, and then every week we'll be making 100 and something. Then that was my projection, that by the end of the second month, everybody should be able to get 50% of whatever initial deposit they put in there. Now, where we are right now, so what is our accumulated capital right now? I think we have 800 and something. Then we have 900 and something or something.
900, yes.
900.
Yes. 900 euro.
So that is to show us where we are. 947.
940.
Yeah, I saw it on the dashboard. 947 euro. And then we have,
990 amount invested.
amount invested 990.
Is the profit.
But we still have this
56 euro.
sitting out somewhere
Now, yeah, we need 30 more.
to boost it up to 9 something so that we can buy 90.
90 years.
So, okay. Now, we are still going to reach out to others to be able to put in their own commitment. And definitely, by the time we have this class for 3 months or 3 times, anybody that has not put their commitment, it's an indication that they don't want to be part of it. So we should just let them be. And then those of us that want to be part of it should just focus on. And that is what I think we're going to do. So we're going to allow 2 months. We reach out more and more. After 3 sections of this class, that person is so they may join the next academic section. By that time, we will have something to show. You know, the kind of place we came from, people want to say, it's a lie, that thing doesn't work. You understand? But when result shows, even the result is $100, it's going to solve the problem. At least if you get back your $100, you yourself, you have confidence that pastor is not taking my money to go and eat something. You know, at least your $100 is back in your hand. So it's nothing is going wrong somewhere. But what we just, part of the reason why we are doing this is because we are trying to create an investment mindset in every one of us. We need to start investing in something that is profitable. Now, this is paying us between 4 to 6% every week. Now, what I want to say also is that if you believe you have more, you have more money you feel you can part with, you can do this for us. If we see after 8 something, what is the next one? We can be buying 90. Okay, so if you want to take 2 slots, like maybe you have another $100, if okay, I want to take another slot. So by the time they are doing the returns, you're going to get returns twice. You understand? Then on the other side also, you can decide to do your own individual package of 90 something euro. That's about $120. So you do your own individual package that you'll be getting 4 to 6% every week. And that could give you ranging from 4% of $100, let's say like $4 every week, $4, $5 every week. So at the end of the month, you may be averaging like $16 every month. That is your own individual thing. And then the way the thing works is that normally you have to put your money in there for a year, after which the capital is refundable, but it's going to be generating that income for a year at that percentage. It's going to be between that 4 to 6% every week. And at least it's working for now. You can withdraw the money at any time. But we want to ensure that we accumulate, because the more we have to accumulate, the more it can bring more income, and then we multiply. So if you have spare 100 and you feel you want to take another slot, please, you can see Mr. Benga and do so that we can boost this thing up more. And I think I'm taking another slot as well. So we need to get that running. Because it's going to help us. The moment we are able to recoup our capital, we can decide to say, okay, let's leave that fund in a pool and find something worth investing in with the remaining profit that is shareable at the end of the day. Because if you just take $20 today to $30 next week, the money will just be spent out. But what if this is the way the rich gets money? Warren Buffett said, work and make money, use that money to make more money, use that money again to make more money. That's the way money works. So if you want to be fruitful and financially buoyant, you need to do that. Before I talk about affiliate marketing, I want to share something with you very briefly. You know, I stumbled upon this by mistake. And that's the reality. Sometimes you stumble upon things by mistake and then you realize that, wow, this is working. I stumbled upon it 2 days ago. And I want to share it with some of us that might be looking for some level of income streams that might help us also. Remember, I did share with us that part of the reason we are doing this is to see how we can create multiple streams of income. Now, this thing is like lending money. It's like lending money. But now it's not going to be money as in physical money, but it's called Bitcoin lending. It's Bitcoin lending. Bitcoin is the future of currency. Bitcoin is what we call digital currency. Now, before we start having money, as in cash, they were doing trade by barter. I have rice, you have beans, and then they trade barter. Then they needed to have a common denominator, so they came up with notes, coins. Then they came up with shekels before it became coins, and then we started having naira notes, and then, but now it's moving from those level into digital, to the point that you don't see the money physically, but you can be transacting just like we are already doing it now by sending transfer. You understand? You are transferring from your bank account to somebody else's bank account. So it's already happening. But now this one is now riding beyond that physical cash into what they call digital currency. It's called cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency. But one of it that has boomed very well is the one that is called Bitcoin. Now, the current value of Bitcoin as of today is about 4,300 or something like that. And but when Bitcoin started, as of 2009, I think they were selling it for 18 cents or something. It's 0.01 cent. And nobody wanted to, because they said this is not going to work. As at then, nobody believed that we can have a cashless society. But it became a reality. So when it came to this year, around June this year, that same Bitcoin that started in 2009 as 0.01, it shoot up to 4,900 per one. A commentator was saying that if as at 2000 or so, as at 2000 or something around 2010, if you have had just $100 worth of Bitcoin, by now you'll have had $70 million. I said, where was I when that thing was happening? But the thing is that we don't just hear things until we search for them. Some of us didn't hear about this when it was that level until it boomed. Now, what made it boom was because when demand began to increase, the value of that thing also was increasing. So that thing that started with 0.1 got to 4,900, almost 5,000. And researchers are saying it's still going to go to 10,000. So with this platform now, what we do is like you are lending Bitcoin. You are an investor. You make money with your Bitcoin. So what do? You buy the Bitcoin and then you lend it out. Just like every one of us goes to regional to go and lend money, and then you pay them interest on the money. The same thing, this is what this one does. Now, I started this 2 days ago. Now look at this screen. My initial investment was $50. That same day, I deposited it by 4. By 8 a.m., somebody already bought 32 out of it. And then I had 15% interest. 15% interest on whatever they buy. I set it up. I increased it to 20% now because the team must go. So then I went into my wallet. I have some Bitcoin there, just sitting down there, not doing anything. Then the good thing about this is that this money goes straight into my account. The whole capital that he bought and the interest upon it went straight into my account. So I didn't have to doubt anybody that somebody is stealing my money or they won't pay. So it is a direct transaction. Now I moved my $90 Bitcoin into this place, and then immediately that same day by 3 somebody bought $53 value of it. 15% interest the same day. So I've gotten 15% interest 2 times. I'm going to show you them. Then what happened here? I brought somebody in. I introduced somebody to the business that also invested $50. So about 2 hours after he invested, somebody bought it from him. Then they gave me a commission on everything he's selling. I'm going to be getting a commission till eternity. That's how things working. So you don't need to fight it. And although it is not much, but it has accumulated to about $1 right now. Because what I'm doing was the same thing he did. He started yesterday. So he put $50. Immediately they buy the whole thing. He went to buy again, put another one. They bought you see, it's like you go to Oshodi. You buy the thing and went to Yaba, sell it, take the profit, go back. That's the same thing. So nobody is losing. Now I put it, part of my $90, somebody else, the same day, you see, it's still $29, bought another $32 value. Then the same day, the same thing all through this today, yesterday, 30th. Today's 30? Yes. Okay, today is 30, so that is about 9:15 a.m. So now I have run out of Bitcoin. I intentionally didn't buy all since morning because I wanted to show you in the classroom. So I'm going to buy Bitcoin right now. I'll show you how we'll do it. Buy it raw, transfer it here, and I'm believing that before we finish the class, somebody will have bought something there. So that is how fast the thing works. And that's part of the reason why I want to share with you. Now let me show you what I made. The first person that bought paid me for the $9 directly into my PayPal account with the interest. You see, with the interest. So if I'm selling $50 and 15% of $50 is about what? 15% of $50 is about $6 something. $6 something. Imagine if I was to put instead of $50, I put 500. You see that? So 15% of 500 is going to be about 60 something like that. So that is the way. And the interest is yours. Now, this thing is actually called lending. But through my research, I saw that none of them returned the Bitcoin. Because most of the time, by the time they feel like what they have paid, they're going to pay for the fees, the transaction fee. They're going to pay for what they call, just like if you want to rent it, you get a loan, you pay loan origination fee. So the company that is running this thing is the one collecting the loan origination fee. But if the person goes there and wants to borrow, like we are the one investing, they are borrowing my money now, paying me interest on it. If the person wants to borrow, it will pay all those interest and the fee. So it will now think of returning that Bitcoin so that I can return his own value of dollar. It will be difficult for such person to come back because he will still have to pay for all the fees that I will use to return the the dollar back to him. So most of the time they don't return back the Bitcoin, but you already do. Now let's even assume that they now decided to return back the Bitcoin, no matter when. The same Bitcoin, when they return it, the value of the dollar is still going to be the value of what the person will get back. So if that Bitcoin has accumulated at that time, all you do is to collect the Bitcoin, sell that Bitcoin, and then pay the person back the dollar value. However, you have already collected your interest. That one is irreversible. Do you understand that right now? You don't understand that? Okay, let me explain that. This is called lending. It's as if I want to come and lend your Bitcoin, and I'm using my dollar as a collateral. So I give you $50, you give me $50 worth of Bitcoin. Now, I should go and use it and then return back your Bitcoin in that same order value of $50, and then you will give me back my dollar note of $50.